Hi, this is Vivian Marsters B5, and today we will be learning about asymptotes and holes. The problem we will be working with today is the one shown above, boxed in red, and we will be solving for the horizontal and vertical asymptotes, the holes, the domain and range, and finally we will be graphing our answer. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when you see one of these is check if you can break it down or simplify it further. In this case, you can, so we end up with x times x plus 1 over 3 times x plus 3 times x plus 1. Next, we will be crossing out like terms. The funny thing about these guys is, by making these terms crossed out equal to 0, we can find the holes. In this problem, x plus 1 was on the top and bottom, so they crossed one another out. And if we make x plus 1 equal to 0, we end up with a hole at negative 1. This means the value of negative 1 causes both the numerator and denominator for the function to equal 0. Back to the function. We continue with 3 over 3x plus 9. Now, let's find the asymptotes. First, look at whether the original function is top or bottom heavy. If the function's degree is higher on the bottom, then the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. If the degree of the numerator is greater than the denominator's degree, then there is no horizontal asymptote. And finally, if the highest degree in both are equal, the horizontal asymptote is the leading coefficient on the top over the bottom. The horizontal asymptote here is y equals 1 over 3. The vertical asymptote is found by simply making the denominator equal to 0. So, in this case, x equals negative 3.
Time to graph.
After drawing a graph, you want to mark your horizontal and vertical asymptotes as a template that will separate the functions. I also recommend drawing an x and y chart. It works best to choose x values that surround the vertical asymptote, as that's where the function usually curves. These are marked in yellow here. Great! So once we have our x values, we can plug those values into the equation x over 3x plus 9 to get the y values. Finally, mark the points from your t-chart onto the graph and connect. Keep in mind and be sure to indicate negative 1 is a hole. Lastly, we are going to determine the domain and range. Domain correlates with the vertical asymptote and range correlates with the horizontal asymptote. If we look at the graph, we can see that they go infinitely positive and negative, except for the vertical asymptote's area, negative 3. Therefore, the domain will be negative infinite, negative 3, union, negative 3, infinite. The same thing goes with range, but it avoids the horizontal asymptote's area. Therefore, the range is written above. We are all done, and here are the answers. Thank you for your time today.